What is up, everybody? Alright, let's see if we can get these last few missions over with in case files. And then we might play some of, like the co-op account or something, because this might not take all that much time to catch up on, so we'll see here. We'll grab these. Another day, another nickel. You know, I feel like Poi Poi has been a bad influence on this chat. He's not even here right now, and I still feel his presence. How did that happen? Alright, let's see. What do we got here? I haven't used the wiki like this entire time, but I think I'm just going to check what we got. Okay, mission 32 is defeat 20 skeletons, and I know for a fact there's a mission to beat 60 skeletons. But you can't see it until the time gate, but that means we've barely touched the skeleton mission, so that we're actually kind of behind on that one. Let's see, and then we got 39, which is defeat 40 spell books, and there's a hidden one for 60, so we kind of behind on some of these actually. 41, what the hell is 41? The insects, okay, we need that, and then there's 60 of those as well. So that's pretty much all we need to do, is kill, I say all, but we need to kill 60 skeletons, 60 spellbooks, and 60 insects. So they're not quite that many because we've killed a few, but that's actually pretty hefty, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if the chocolate skeletons count. Okay, well there's the bladed insects, and this is like the only stage with them in the entire event. Let's see, we might actually have one to kill more golems, like there's one to kill 60 of them, and we might not have done that, but it won't show right now, so I'll keep that in mind. Alright, what are our options for skeletons? Might be the Semiramis stage, and that's it. Apparently okay, there's spell books. That might be the only stage with them in it. Yeah, I guess, oh Jesus. Is there another stage later that has skeletons? Because man, that's not great. I think there's only like 5 skeletons in this stage. I can't remember if there's one later. Is that Icy? Icy, what did you do? If that's not Icy, I don't know who the hell it is, but what the fuck? What's wrong with my chat, man? It's got into you. It's been 60 days. Alright, let's see how many skeletons are here. This might not work out very well. Okay, we've probably brought Gray enough times. I think we'll bring her one more time here and then we'll cut it. All I see is like 7 cool knees, and I don't know how the hell that works, but Icy's going off the deep end. Alright, so there's 3 skeletons. Trying to figure out the Da Vinci Code. Guys, can you believe Waver is good for farming? Not even cast Oratorium. Yeah, maybe we do, I'll probably do a few stages today here, but we might do this off stream, because just killing 60 of each enemy is, like, super boring. So we might just jump on the main account, fight the dragon some, and maybe play the co-op account a bit. Tyro just started America, so we might as well hop to it. Alright, so there's 5 skeletons, and I have a feeling that's it. Why did I cast Spartacus's Buster Up? Fuck. We done goofed. Well, that's probably it for any chance of 3 turning. I'll play Art Knights one of these days. Not going anywhere, simply. When are they adding the English dub? I wonder, like, how they're gonna do all the different characters, and I wonder if I'll like it more or less. Well, we actually almost killed there, which would have been awesome. Man, look, next turn we would have a Buster Chain with Artoria. That would be super good. And now we don't got Jack. Although I think the deck shuffles. Yeah, there's only 5 skeletons here. That is absolutely silly. Please tell me there's another free quest at the end of this event that has skeletons in it, because that's just dumb. Like, that is so dumb. I'm gonna check the wiki here. Free quest. Like, that would take forever to kill 60. No, I don't think there's any other stages. And the only rare spawn that can spawn here is a ghost. You can't get a skeleton spawn. You have to do the stage like 12 times. That's awful. We've already done it like twice, but still. Yeah, we'll do this off stream. And thank you for the sub. Art Anna 7? Is that right? Something like that? Okay, we're really fucking this run up right now, though. That ought to do it. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been going right for the kill. Well, I guess you killed some in the main story because we killed 13. Okay, well, that one and the bugs I think are going to be the annoying ones. How many bugs do you get? I have a feeling you only get 5 bugs too. Let's see. Trying to click waiver and I was clicking the assassin tab. Alright, I don't think we need Gray anymore. Tristan has enough bond now. What else is this account gonna need bond with? I mean, there's a Herc, really. We don't even have a single passive on him. And he's fucking bond 10 and we can't get one passive. If he was limited, we could get a passive, but because he's unlimited, you don't get as many coins, so... Alright, that's 3. Click, 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 click. Plenty of damage. Oh, we might be pushing it on the 29k one, but not at all. Okay, that's 4 insects. This is not looking particularly good right now. If there's only 4, this is going to be so bad. Please tell me there's one in the final wave, so there's at least 5. It'd be nice if there was like 8, but no, that's not the case because I know the big frig is here. Yeah, if you're limited, you get more coins per copy. Yeah, if you are MP1 or Toria, at Bond 10, you won't be able to get any coins. You actually might be able to get a passive at Bond 11, though. Because Bond 10 to 11 is worth 20. But you've got so much time between now and the coin system getting added that you should be able to get like Bond 12 or even 13 by then. You don't even have to like, grind, just always bring her, right? If you always put Artoria in the back row, by the time the coin system drops, you should have enough. Yeah, I think actually Bond 11 you'll have enough for one passive. So yeah, if you're just in P1, you're gonna have fuck all coins. Artoria's a 5-star, and Artoria's get more 5 stars per copy than 4 stars do. So actually, you might be able to get one passive at Bond 10. Hey, let me look at what Herc is. I think Herc is at 110 and you need 120. And he is Bond 10, but again, he's a 4-star. So if you were a 5-star, you'd be able to get one. It's not that hard to bring one 5-star, especially Artoria, because she can actually contribute to farming pretty easily. Even if she's not counterclassing, she can at least clear wave 1 and a lot of times wave 2. So, it's not that bad. So we've already killed a chunk of insects, so we need to kill 40 insects, and there's 5 per. Alright, let's look at our coins here. So Herc is Bond 10. Yeah, Herc is Bond 10, and he's 10 coins short, so he has to get Bond 11, but that means Artoria just has to be Bond 10. So you could get 1 passive at NP1, Bond 10 for Artoria. If you want 2, then you need to be like Bond 14 or something, or just get NP2. That'll make it a lot easier. Because you do get the free 5-stars. You get 2 free 5-stars before you get the coin system, and Artoria is pickable in both of those, so you could pick her 1 time. And because she's a 5-star, you will get those coins retroactively.
What?
Alright, I guess we'll just use up our AP, and then maybe we'll switch to the co-op account and see how that goes. One of the questions, or one of the questions on the questionnaire was like, what system that was added in 2021 do you want to see improved upon? And one of the answers was the coin system. And I highly suspect that was the most answered thing in the survey. Now that doesn't mean they're going to be particularly kind with it, because they did it to make money. That's just, it's that simple. So I don't think they're ever going to be that nice with it, but hopefully the at least give you a way to just get a few coins for free, right? Be able to just like in every event get like 10 universal coins. Just 10, right? Because I think a lot of people right now are sitting on like a bunch of servers that can almost get that if they can, and it's just super annoying and stuff like that. You know, it just sucks. I mean, we beat Cairo to the end of London, and it's not really a race, so I don't really give a shit. We will play the co-op account most likely today. Not much to do until the time gate is up. And although we do need to get these missions done before the time gate, I can just do that off stream. These are very straightforward. Murder a bunch of stuff, no big deal. You have to remember though, when I beat the final mission, you gotta get 20 beyond it, because it won't show you the credit for the ones that, aren't, you know, the time gate hasn't unlocked yet, so you won't see the credit for them, but you can actually earn it. You know, I'm actually rather enjoying watching Lancer Artoria just crush Mev here, because I'm pretty sure we're getting our anti-evil bonus. Mev deserves this. I don't think even Mev fans know Mev deserves this. Yeah, if you get NP2, you're in much better shape when it comes to 5 stars. Especially if they're limited, but even unlimited. But hey, at least on NA, you guys can work on this stuff in advance, right? You can pick things on your free 5-star based on it. You can start getting Bond. Like Bond 11 and 12 and all that start mattering a lot more now, because they give a nice chunk of coins. Alright, let me switch over to the co-op account, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, the case files is pretty dull right now. Time to go to America. Alright, just updated the stream title. Alright, off we go. If today is the Saber Daily, no, the Archer Daily, we actually might want to do that a few times real quick. I mean, again, with 4 and 5 stars, you can roll for them and obtain them before the coin system gets added, and you'll get the coins retroactively. It's just 1 to 3 stars that doesn't work, which is so awful. But you know, FGO. Oh, we need to get the Switch Mystic Code, and we really should get both of those. I wonder if we can handle those right now, level 50, because we're weak as hell. Okay, what's today? Damn, I really wanted Archer. We can do. Who's got upgrade quests? Nobody. Guess we don't have Alex's yet. Either that or we already did it and we just forgot. He needs to be... Or is he not... Is his bond not high enough? No, his bond is high enough. I think he needs to be a higher ascension. Omega, thank you for the 21 months, dude. Appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, the game is a little loud here. Not that we're doing anything where that's particularly relevant, but alright, let's... Oh, we can do summons. Hold on, it's Gacha time, boys, because yeah, we got the start dash campaign or whatever. Alright, well, let's see what we get. Get to do 2. Every account, dude, like, every account gets Enkidu. It's because they know he's good for Fluffy. But we're not allowed to use him over here. I don't even, dude. Every account. And he's not allowed on this account, so it doesn't do us much good. Okay, Alex, though, that's good. Geronimo's already in P5. I don't even know what we're looking for right now at this point. CEs, actually. Every goddamn account as well, by the way. That's like the third of... I've gotten Enkidu more than I've gotten her, but we have gotten her on a lot of accounts now. Well, I mean, we need rare prisms, so... That's an Arjuna CE, essentially. None of these craft essences help at all. This is so trash. Who the hell uses this? Such trash. I do. I don't know about that. Alright, any NP ranks that matter here. I wish he had been in P3 when we fought the Demon God. Life would have been a lot easier. Oh man, Baldy though. Get Baldy to NP2, guys. I like how me and Cairo both are not leveling Baldy. I wonder why. Savage is not allowed. George is not allowed. Okay. Yeah, let's grab Atlas, at least. It's level 50, we can totally handle that. Oh yeah, I'm allowed to level up to 50 now. I doubt I should have been doing dailies, dude, this whole time, because I doubt I have the statues to level anybody to 50. Maybe Jason? Yeah, okay, Jason can do it. But yeah, I need to get statues. Haven't farmed any. Maybe some will drop in America. Jason got a little bit of bling going on here. Yeah, I know there's some people out there that want Enkidu, and I just keep getting them on my accounts over and over again. Must be annoying. At least I like Enkidu, and I've got him mashed on my main. He's got green hair, man.
Yep.
At least I'm getting stats kinda worth a damn. He's gonna fall off so hard in Camelot though. Just doesn't keep up.
Yosh! 生き延びる.
Alright. Let me see if by some miracle we have. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, we need those. That's gonna help quite a bit. Anybody we can get up though. Ooh, maybe Charlotte because she's a 1-star. Oh yeah, and Salome would be another one. We can at least take her to 45. She's pretty fundamental on this account. I think she's always going to be a staple on this account. Unfortunately, she's not getting much in the way of stats leveling up anymore. We're paying for that growth curve. Let's see. Damn. Guess there's Mash. Don't see us using her too much though. So our level cap is 50 to 55, but we have to aim for 50. I gotta remember that because her level cap right now is actually 60. You could always use Mash as your level cap, like that's kind of what they expect you to be at, I would assume, but we've been doing it this way thus far, and we've handled it, so. Yeah, the 5-stars don't need to ascend yet, so I guess they can do it easily. Oh hey, we can use her again, because she went like so overboard we didn't use her. But she's actually usable now. That's helpful. Yeah, Soulwalker's still around. The Gameforge version is supported a lot more than the old one. Or was the old one Gameforge? I can't remember the company name. I'd actually be playing that game a lot more if I just had more free time. But I like it just fine. I think the end game is actually pretty fun. Alright, that's probably about all we can handle this second. I have a feeling Icy is accidentally melting his keyboard right now. Don't think he intended to do that. Either that or he's having a stroke. Okay, we can ascend Alex. Is there any other rider? Who the hell is, what riders are even allowed? I have to do the garbage command. Who the hell is allowed as riders? Right, Boudica, oh, red hair. We don't have them right now though. And Black Bart. Black Bart's not even 40. Oh god, we need chains. Okay, Alex it is. There's like no competition here. I think I see how to stroke. Alright, we'll give him these, because who the hell else is going to be our damage? Oh, Mev is a thing. We're going to need an assassin to stab her in the face. Actually, Sanson's kind of good at that because she's evil, but his toolkit is still kind of crap. I need to get Sanson up anyway, though, because we really want to get his second skill buff. We need anti-debuff. wasting some XP, but I'm too lazy to deal with it.
切れ味がな
11 bones. What is Charlotte? Okay, we can't even upgrade Charlotte. I guess we're upgrading Sanson. Oh boy. Let's see, what does Sanson need to get his second skill upgrade? Not his first interlude. He needs to be 4th Ascension. Why are they like this? Why? Like, why do you need... That's so dumb. God damn it, Sanson. Well, he's our highest level assassin now. And his stats are still gonna suck. We might need a 1k foe Sanson, we'll see. I don't know how many riders we're gonna have to actually deal with in the long run on this account. Oh boy. What about... No. Whew, some of our characters are starting to lag behind a bit then. Alright, let's make sure we're slotting the stuff that's most useful. Let's be honest, it's not Phantom. Okay, Sanson's already slotted. I'll just swap them around, which they make incredibly difficult to do. There's no one summoning. No one is summoning him. That's not a thing. Do that. Or do we give Sanson 2030? No, we'll do that. Imagine having extra classes. That's a pipe dream right there. Okay, Booty Lancer's already slotted. We'll probably fix up a few of these CEs, but... Could level Leonidas, there we go. Even if we can't ascend him, might as well level him. Boy, I really should have just done a couple of dailies for these last couple of days where we weren't playing the co-op account. Would have really helped. Alright. That'll have to do. He's gonna die pretty quick, but I guess that's okay. Could also put her in the back. This'll be alright. Got some nice CEs going on here, though. And we finally got the team cost to use it. Yeah, I got the command codes from the NNA. I'd only missed one of them last year, and I had the requirement to unlock it, I just forgot to buy it. But yeah, I got it, so we're good to go. Yeah, I had missed the one, it wasn't actually the heal boost one, I missed the one that gives you immunity to stun, charm, petrify, that nonsense. We are definitely killing Quets with Salome. That's like the dots are probably going to be our best option there.
このおいおい
Trying to take advantage of the overkill here.
畳かそら食らえいける無様にたあいたあいた
I'd like her to live to the next wave and NP something.
勝利は目前だなまったく仕方がないここでこうだここでこうだ当然だろ
70% crit.
おいこの私に命令か
Come on, come on. There you go.
遊びましょうよ
Only 8k though, man. We ain't killing anything. He just crit us, by the way. Glad we had evade. Oh, we have Jason's charisma now. Hell yeah.
この私に命令か
Guys, remember when Salome was a Greek hero?
畳か
So hung out with Jason? And she got the extra bucks? He was totally in Lost Ball 5. No, it's not. I just got it. Like, I literally just got it a little while ago.
気持ちがいいどう
Uh-oh. I shitted on charisma. Oh, never mind. We were just wanting to cut it close, you know, more dramatic that way. Okay, now we're gonna do charisma. Look at Jason following each other. How ridiculous. Maybe Jason should NP right now, actually, because it is AoE. And then we could get, like, the Star Gen stuff going. Can he do 36k? Let's find out. Okay, he needs to do 30k now. He's 85. He's got charisma. He's got double charisma. That is Arda. That looks promising. Shit. Shit! He didn't even kill that one! I was hoping we could like at least target switch. Well, Salome's probably gonna die. Come on, RNG. Ooh, triple hit on the Jason there. Can we kill them? Come on, I should have attacked the 6k one, I think. Jason, we need a crit, bud. Come on. We need stars last turn, you son of a bitch. Well, that was frustrating. Get our NP here at least. Guys, we're struggling to unlock a Mystic code right now. I'd just like to point that out. Look at all this healing. Oh, that one is 57k. We are not even getting close. Did Cairo try to do this a while ago or something? Feels bad. He probably did that before we beat London. Yeah, pretty much everything on this account has been a struggle, but at least some things you can tell you're gonna beat it. It's just gonna be an ordeal, but it's like, yeah, you got it. But there are definitely stages where victory is not assured. So far, the Demon God and Oceanus has been the hardest thing. That and that stage before Saber Altar, those are probably the two hardest things. Some of the London stuff was pretty tough though. Like we were pretty pushed on Lancer Artoria there. Maybe he crits and kills. Kinda doubt it. Didn't even crit. Jason's DPS is pretty sad. It's honestly so sad that I think against a lot of Lancer bosses, we're gonna use double Salome. Salami sandwich. Like, not only are his stats pitiful, but he's unupgraded AoE. Like, that's just not a good boss killer. Rat Bros, that's some Dark Souls 2 stuff right there. But double Salome doesn't get you double oi oi oi. Yeah, it gets you a lot of crazy laughing. If only Hans was allowed, the homunculus babies would be really useful. I suspect Cairo beat that stage, and if he got stuck, he probably got stuck on one of these later nodes. Let's grab our nice Q, which we totally deserve. I see Cairo did not level her to 50. I'm kind of surprised by that, but he leveled Shakespeare to 50. And he leveled Gilius to 40. What? What do I use? I might actually use Shakespeare. Let's see, what are his stats? 7-6 versus 7-6. I guess still Anastasia then. Oh, he does have the invincibility. Alright, we'll do that. We just don't have any Buster to really work with him. We'll do that, and then I guess our Anastasia, Geronimo is cleanup. That. What else here? What's best at neutral? Always Booty Lancer. Got a lot of health. Not quite enough for that. Alright, totally competent team right here. I'll actually have to level Gilius eventually too though, because when we fight like assassin bosses, we need to bring every single caster possible. Well, we have taunt, so we'll just do this. How much do I want NP gain? Not that much, honestly. We can kill. I should have done Shakespeare's Buster up right there, I think. Yeah, it would have killed if I had. Come on, do 3K. No problem. There goes our shield. She's gonna die like any second, so part of me wants to use her attack up. If I can kill this thing, that'd be great. It's got double attack up. Nope, no way. I might just have her NP the 28k one. Maybe I should have snuck in Anastasia's art card so she could NP the second wave. It's not like she's gonna get her NP a second time or anything. Oh boy. Wait, art chain for Shakespeare? Yeah. We're actually kind of relying on Shakespeare's NP for the third wave. I'll have Anastasia NP this one. Well, they just beat the piss out of
死に惑いなさい
Salome there. I'm not a fan of salami sandwiches.
ビーフ魔眼を使いなさい
Actually, I'm gonna target the middle one to just absolutely make sure one of these dies. 'Cause I think our damage is gonna be pathetic.
お願い全てを呪い殺し奪い殺し
5 star with an RDF, by the way. That wasn't too bad, but she did not kill anything.
悲劇を送ろう
Saw that coming.
はいえ
I guess we're going for 200%. Let's go.
え死んで
悲劇を送ろう
Probably gonna have to taunt on Mash.
シールドエフェクト発揮してくださ
At least Mash has all of her skills now. I'm actually quite happy about that.
い分かった
なるほど
Oh man, we might actually get 200% here. I think we'll be just shy because we need another turn, and I need to just. Well, actually, we could get it right here. What a song intro, by the way.
はい
組む
了解です
Probably not gonna get it here.
死を送ろう
Close. Did we wait a turn? I mean, the stun chance isn't that important. You know what? We'll do his art card first, though.
シールドエフェクト発揮します
なるほど
Oh shit.
いざ開演
Look at that, we can double overcharge
し
it.
ます
Wait, he doesn't have his upgraded MP. That means his stun chance is lower. Damn it. Our stun chance would actually be kind of awesome right here if we had the upgraded MP. We got 200% and the overcharge. Well, that was not the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Guess Anastasia.
悲劇を差し上げよう
死んで
I think this Shakespeare's only MP2 as well. Hit Anastasia. Come on. Slap her. Slap her. That's not Anastasia. That is an eggplant.
はい
組むいいでしょう
死んで
I'll probably kill 2 ads.
悲劇を差し上げよう 矢を持てな
Not expecting Nash because who cares?
ビー魔眼を使いなはい
Here's some vulnerability going to use here.
ビ
I actually think she might kill everything.
呪い殺し奪い
Got an
殺し
arcane.
氷殺しなさい
Yep, she just got it. As long as the 2 on the side died. Oh wow, she almost had it anyway. Look at all this overkill and massive amount of battery. We can actually now handle another wave.
そこね
Look at that.
見事な参考です
Alright, one more stage. We got this. Chat, how many of you actually have a good quick support? Like Scatty, or maybe Woo? And like your friend support don't count. Like how many of you actually have your own quick support? What I'm getting at is we really could use a budget quick support. I have both. Alex, I don't know if that counts. Da Vinci Summer counts. No, no. Some people got Woo at least. Yeah, Oki counts. Oki's pretty good. He's not exactly fast, so it's not exactly what you want out of a quick support, I guess, but... Alright, so Berserker Lancer. I kind of want to use Salome just because Jason is kind of sucking, to be honest. But he's got Charisma. And Cairo going ham on those skill ranks. That's what I call copium right there. He needs to give him foe items and maybe he could hang in there. His damage is just crap. Got that good music though. You know what? Let's see if she can impress. Charlotte has fallen off quite hard. She still's got an evade skill though. Dude, I loved using Bakuno music for that train fight in Case Files. That was great. Helena absolutely does not count. Like, Helena's not any better as a quick support than just Alex. Maybe a little bit better because of the battery, but he's got the buff removal and charm, so like that's not like that's nothing like that's you have to like it be as good as like Chen Gong or Hans or Mozart. You gotta be like that level, which most things are not for quick. And the few things that are incredibly rare, which is kind of the problem. Okay, we actually need to protect Booty Lancer because she is not counterclassing. I think she Brave Chains. I think that's best. I have that little faith in Jason. Maybe I should have double charisma there. You know, chat, she's very anime, and I think that might be the point, but still. Could have her NP right now, but that doesn't seem necessary. And yes, her voice has always been that annoying. 1000%. That's what I said day one when she was added, was her voice was annoying, and then the fan service was really obnoxious. Kind of a shame though, because her attack animations otherwise are pretty cool. Man, we need to kill something, for God's sakes. Need our NPs too. Yeah, one of Jason's are gonna have to NP here. Either one. Now Jason, we're gonna give you double buffs. So you gotta do 21,000. Okay, the back Jason needs NP, which is actually really hard to accomplish here. Come on. No, he might have it. And he can do that. Alright. Now we NP again, and we still have our buffs. Oh, God. I need Booty Lancer to live. I could give Jason the attack up, but I kind of feel like we're going to need that on Booty Lancer. We're going to really need... because I bet you the next wave is more Chimeras. We need to at least kill one of these. Good, good. He just crit for 13k because he did the crit up and the attack up. That was really nice. Got a boy, Jason. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Yes, okay. We might still have one turn though where we gotta roll the dice. We'll kill whichever one gets the buffs. Okay, that one's probably gonna die. Yep, front one's gotta go. Because he's more likely to murder Booty Lancer.
この私に命令か？はい。おいおい。
Should have done the other normal card, but... Oh, hell yeah, we might actually kill them both. Oh yeah, there we go, easy. Alright, that... Oh god, we might actually die to this thing. Fuck me, dude. Well... Should have brought Billy. Oh my god, we should have brought Billy. Healing himself because maybe he survives a hit and, you know, distracts the Chimera a little longer. Now, lady, you have a chance to stun. You could just do that. Okay. Excellent. 32k. That's not exactly excellent, but for the rest of the chain actually did quite well. Oh, that's so good. Buster chain or brave chain? Probably the brave chain. Alright, this is looking good. We're doing a little bit more damage than I thought. I think we can clean this up. I mean, they're gonna die, like, there ain't no world Jason's living through this, but 3,000 and he didn't even crit. 3,200. Oh my. I'll try to protect Booty Lancer a little bit here, but maybe we get a 40% crit here. Been hitting MASH pretty hard. Should have swapped those art cards around, but let's be honest, he's probably not gonna crit. You know, Jason's pretty fast afoot. If you look at his animations, that boy is moving around like crazy. Okay, MASH is fucking dead. Somehow this boss doesn't have any crit buffs or attack buffs to his Chimera. Oh, we got this. That's kind of lucky. And actually, MASH is stalling like a champ. Like, she did that invulnerability turn, and then she taunts, so it's like so many turns that your DPS unit can't die no matter what. People are dying, though. This is fine. Even if all three of them die here, which it shouldn't even be possible, but even if it did, I think we got one more unit in the back. Did not realize they stunned. Yeah, that's our final unit. So that's good enough. And then Charlotte takes all of the cards. Way to go. We should be like totally, you know, in the clear here, but then Charlotte gotta come in here with the fucking throw.
No.
Someone could have so easily died on that turn. Actually, we could have had 2 units die right there. Alright, we got it. God damn. Charlotte is still stunned. That's what the hell is this thing's NP do? 2-turn stun at least. Yeah, it's gone now, so it was a 2-turn stun. That's brutal. Can you imagine if, like, you got stunned, and it was like the final turn of like that deck shuffle, so that when they got all of their cards like that, so they take up your entire turn, and the next turn happens and the deck shuffles, because it's like turn 4 or whatever, and then that unit got all of the cards again. So your entire team is just completely stunned, essentially, for 2 turns straight. Awful. Like, that's how you lose a stage. All right, there's our Mystic code. Dare we go for the switch one? I don't think we'll need the switch one anytime soon. Just for the fun, we'll put that off, because these stages aren't that interesting, so we'll do the main story. That's what we're here for. Charlotte, I helped. She did face tank. She did that at least. She just also face tanked the deck. Yeah, I'm sure what I just described has happened to somebody, and I've definitely had some times where, like, incredibly dumb stuff happens with the deck shuffle. Like, you desperately need a unit's cards, right? And they're at the final turn of the deck. But then right before you get to that turn, someone dies, and then the new deck shuffle, those art cards are in the final hand of that hand too. And it's like, are you kidding me? The pain. And like sometimes you only need like a tiny bit of, you know, NP and that kind of thing happens. We do not have a lot of Lancers right now. Okay, at least we got 50 Romulus and we've got Booty Lancer. But that's about it. Do I bring a 40 Romulus? Or do I bring MASH? Depends on if the mobs are actually dangerous or not. Guess we'll bring MASH. Anybody need Bond? Let's see, what about Leonidas? Yeah, we'll grab some on him, why not? Oh, Billy. When in doubt, always bring Billy, because he needs to be like Bond a million. Like, we cannot get enough Billy coins on this account, so yeah, bring him like every goddamn stage if possible. Yeah, that's huge. We gotta stay on top of that. Is this rank? No, this is definitely not rank 10. That has got a long way to go. Oh, did I miss a spam bot? Yeah, it's probably a hacked account, actually. It was made in 2018 with a name like that. Someone probably got hacked. That sucks. Hopefully they get it sorted out. Also, hopefully they're not like a fan of the stream. Because then they'll get their account back and they're banned here. That would really suck. Hopefully Heatsin doesn't have ban appeal if that happens. It is so hard to check ban appeals though. It's easier as a mod. It's really hard as an admin to check ban appeals. Super annoying. We hardly ban anybody though, so there's normally not a big deal. You know what? Full MP gain. Should kill it anyway. You know, her shield actually is cool to like being glowing green and everything. Like, that's not too bad. If you had like armor, that'd be cool. Although, it took Romulus a whole new version for him to get armor, and he's wearing even less. I really like how they did Romulus's 5-star though. You get options, so I wish they would just do that with the Simpson stages for everybody, so you have like actual variety. You know, I guess I could have done Romulus's NP first to give the attack up to her, but I'm kind of hoping she'll somehow do 50k. But that's probably a pipe dream. Chat, we actually want to get spooked by her again. Like, absolutely. Because we just randomly got her once. You know, if I could get her again and get her NP2, that'd be a huge benefit to this account. Hey, gambler. I wish that was the Mystic Code leveling up, but it was not. wait, it's Saber. Double Billy time. Yeah, we need to get our Billy up. We need to get those statues. I think he's gonna be really useful against like Kualter and stuff. Yeah, her and Billy are gonna be like the two MVP. Her, Billy, and Salome are gonna be the MVPs, I think. Billy's mats aren't that bad, and also this account is only able to use like such a small number of units that the grinding side of it won't really be that big of a deal. It might be for skill gems, but other than skill gems, it'll be alright, I think. These accounts, though, have still not played a single event, not one. And the only event that's been available is Case Files, and that's Lost Call 3 locked, so... might be a while. We're about to make it to Camelot and have never done an event. And Camelot's a really big difficulty spike, so... not ideal. Let's see if we get that 50% crit. Damn it, I should have had the other Billy do his crit skill because he would have one-shot that guy. We could have killed them both, like right there, if I just cast the crit skills. 50K.
Look
70% crit, that's a buster versus, and has a crit bonus, versus 100% crit with no crit bonus, but has the attack up. Probably the 100% because RNG, man. Saw to do enough damage. He's level 50. He's in P5. He's got the Mysticoat attack up. Yeah, he got it. 73, alright. Not quite enough on that one. If he had the crit buff, it would have worked. Can Billy just be Bond 15 right now? Because we got a ways to go on him. Billy don't even have his hat yet. One of these days, though. Hero proof, it's always good. Get that shit off my screen. It's high noon, I see that. Remember when Overwatch was good and had good PR, and Jeff Kaplan still worked at Blizzard? And then Blizzard decided to turn into like the worst company on the planet. Remember that? Although that was a long time coming. Like that, I think a lot of people saw that coming. They had gotten pretty bad for a long time. A lot of people though that are like in the good at Blizzard have all said Jeff Kaplan was not part of the, you know, bro culture and all that terrible shit. Like a lot of people have vouched for him and said he wasn't part of that at all, and he actually fought against it. So that's nice. So at least his legacy is not corrupted. Sad thing is he probably had to sign a agreement with Blizzard where he's not allowed to work for another gaming company for a certain number of years. That's incredibly common for higher ups at big companies like that. So he can't even work in the game industry for a long time. And that's super common though that like large companies do that. Yeah, apparently it sounds like a big part of why he quit was just because it was so impossible to like, you know, deal with like how bad the company had gotten, and he was just sick of it. No, it's not illegal. It's like you basically sign. I think you get paid for it for a certain extent or whatever, but it's basically a non-competition agreement where it's optional. You can just not sign it, but then you won't get hired by that company, obviously. But yeah, it's essentially, if you quit the company, you have to wait X amount of time to be able to, work for a company in the same industry. And they do that to try to limit losing their like good talent from like getting poached. But they don't generally give those agreements to everybody. It's normally just like the really high ups and like, lead devs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty crappy. Well, the thing is, you can always not sign it, and a lot of companies also don't do that. So, but Blizzard takes advantage of the goodwill that it had. I think that's dead now, but for the longest time, I mean, so many people grew up playing, Warcraft 3 or StarCraft or whatever, and that got them into video games, and that got them to learn programming and things like that and get into the field. And then they wanted to work at Blizzard, right? So many people, that was like how it was, and because of that, they took advantage of it, and they had a lot of bad contracts. They didn't pay their employees enough because everyone wanted to work there, even though they were getting paid shit. But I think their PR has finally caught up with them, and I honestly think Blizzard is pretty dead. Like, I think as the years go on, they're going to struggle. I think they're really going to struggle. I don't think people want to work there anymore. Obviously they got Activision, which is a huge bankroll, and so they can still put out big stuff. So they'll still find ways to make money, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't think they're ever getting back like the goodwill that they had and stuff. Like, I think that's all over. I think they're just another mainstream company now. They're another EA, another Ubisoft. I think that's all they are now. Maybe we don't bring Jason. Maybe we just do like double Berserker at the start. I don't really have two good Berserkers right now. I just got the one. I guess that. Maybe I bring Jason and then replace the Berserker with a Lancer. It's just, I don't want to deal with like a 50k Lancer at neutral that happens to be what's there. This looks okay. Don't you guys have phones? Oh man. Well, the thing is, I'm a firm believer that, like, you can't throw an entire company under the bus because of the actions of a few people. But with Blizzard, it was way more than just a few people, and it was more than just the like assault allegations and harassment allegations, right? There's way more problems with that company. It's on so many levels. Bad pay, exploiting their workers and like with hours and all that kind of stuff. And then you do have the harassment, and then you've also just got terrible game decisions, bad hiring and firing practices. They laid off their, all their like GMs and stuff, right? But there's a lot of good people that have worked at Blizzard. Like, absolutely, it's not fair to act like the entire company is evil. A lot of people that have worked there had a lot of passion, did a lot of good work, never did anything bad, right? A lot of people but there's just so many things wrong with that company at this point that, it's kind of done. With Riot, it's a little different. They're a different sized company. They've had less controversy, although they obviously have controversy. No large companies without some degree of controversy. It's almost impossible. And there's just that many people. There's that much money being thrown around and stuff. It's like there's going to be bad apples, and that sucks. But for me, that's why I would never work for a company like that. There's no way you could get me to work for some of these giant conglomerates. Not just in gaming, but just like period. Like, there's really no really big company that does not have dirt they're sweeping under the rug. You just don't have that many people with that much power and money and everything without there being corruption and shit. And it is what it is. Humans can suck like that. Now, again, those companies always have good people that work for them too, but I have no interest in working for those kind of companies. Most of the developers in gaming, though, that I have respect for and I think do a good job and generally avoid controversy, it's the indie devs and like the medium-sized devs. There's a lot of devs out there that they're decently, they're decently successful, but they're not being backed by like Ubisoft, and they don't have that kind of budget, they don't have that kind of staff, and those are normally small enough operations that they can keep keep things in check, right, and pay more attention to who they're hiring and all that. But when they get really big, there's only so much you can do, and it's just the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, and there's always going to be pieces of shit in there. That doesn't mean though you can get not do your due diligence, because I don't think like Blizzard was doing their due diligence, right? They weren't doing the best they could. Like, yeah, you're never gonna make it perfect, but they weren't even doing like the basic shit. And there's plenty of indie devs that suck though, don't get me wrong. Like there was like that Phil Fish guy from back in the day and all that, right? There's been plenty of indie devs that suck, but indie devs have a much easier time of controlling like what the hell is happening, and there's a lot of indie devs that aren't full of crap, and it's just a lot easier to keep control of situation. 94%, but hopefully we don't need her NP. Jason's not gonna do a lot here though. Valve's had their share of bad PR. It's not normally like the same kind of thing you see with Blizzard and everything, but it's like, the way they've handled Steam and like the cut they take, and they're not without their issues as well. But I don't think Valve is even that big of a company. They're decently sized, but I don't think they're actually like nearly the size of like Activision. Activision is huge. But I don't know, I haven't really been to that, because Valve doesn't do a whole lot. They basically run Steam and then every 10 years make maybe one game. Thankfully, Activision doesn't own FromSoft in any way, and Activision was aware that like they didn't understand what FromSoft is. So lucky, dude. Like, they're so lucky. Most people that hire them understand that they don't understand how to make a FromSoft game and why it's popular, and they just let FromSoft do their own thing. Like, From is so lucky because they're one of the only devs that can get away with that. And I guarantee you, From Software gets so many offers from, huge names. They've probably gotten offers from every major video game publisher. Like, I'm not exaggerating. They've probably gotten offers from all of them. And so they get to just take their pick. If they see a contract that's like, really controlling and would, force them to do stuff they don't want to do, they can just say no. And there's a million other people that want to work with them. So they have the pick of the lot, right? They can literally do whatever they want, and always pick the contracts that they think are reasonable. And obviously they make a lot of their own stuff because like they self-publish in Japan for most of their like main stuff, like Dark Souls. Bamco publishes it in America, but that's only in America. So FromSoft has almost all creative control over that stuff. They just don't have control over the marketing in North America, and that's it. Like, that's it. So yeah, FromSoft is so lucky because they're on medium-sized dev, and actually they're more on the small side. For most of their history, they've been tiny. They're a little bit bigger now, but they're still not that big. And the company, their parent company that owns them, is not even in the game industry and doesn't bother them at all and doesn't like dictate what they do at all. Like, at all. They just supply the bank. That's it. Like, they're such a lucky company. And they got to that point just through such, like, they were such an under the radar. You guys have no idea. FromSoft was like this baby, niche company almost no one had heard of. They made such random, strange games that like sold 10 copies. I'm exaggerating there, but nobody cared about From Software. And then when Demon Souls was being made, Sony didn't care about it, and they thought they like swept it under the rug, and they thought it was going to be a failure, so they didn't even keep an eye on it, and they were like, whatever. And then Demon Souls was like this cult hit that, then Bamco really saw the potential there and, teamed up with From to make Dark Souls, and that was like this massive cultural phenomenon, even though it was a tiny development studio on a tiny budget. So it cost like no money to make, and then they went from being a nobody company to like on top of the world. And then FromSoft had the foresight to just put Miyazaki in charge, because Miyazaki used to not be in charge of FromSoft at all. Like he went from just being a regular. He worked his way up the ladder a little bit, but he wasn't even a lead dev. And he kind of, Demon Souls was such a shit show. He saw it as an opportunity to prove himself, and he was like, "Hey, let me. This is such a shit show. Let me take the reins. And what are you gonna lose?" And it went well enough, and then Dark Souls was like the best thing ever for that company, and then so now they put him in charge, and then it's been going really well for them. But yeah, they're so fucking lucky. Like, it's so many points they could have you know, not put Miyazaki in charge, not ever made Demon Souls, and they probably would shut down by now, to be honest. No offense, I mean, I love, you know, Armored Core and, you know, Kingsfield and all that, but it's unlikely that company would have lasted forever with how small they were and niche they were. They were making enough money to stay afloat, but like some of the talent probably would have just left, right? And they probably just wanted to move on to other things, and then they, you know, that probably would have been that. But yeah, they've been like a real miracle story. But they could still go south, you know. Right now they're in good shape and they're doing good stuff and they have a lot of artistic integrity. But that does, you know, who knows? They could hire some people could quit. You know, they could get bought, and then, you know, all kinds of stuff could happen that. Because as far as I'm aware, I think their parent company could sell them to somebody if someone made them enough of an offer, and then that could run everything. Now, that their parent company probably wouldn't do that because, you know, FromSoft is doing so well and they were such good PR and all that. But, you know, it could happen if, I guess they could buy themselves, though. I think FromSoft actually would have, if they wanted to, they could buy themselves and not get sold or some nonsense, but that'd be really expensive. Alright, we're fighting every class ever. Oh boy, I really wish Cairo would give her foe items, because we use her so often. I'm kind of surprised he didn't. Although I guess I don't think mine's maxed either. Let me see. Oh no, she is. It's just, I don't have a craft essence. That's the deal. Yeah, there's the stats. I mean, honestly, Demon Souls is one of my least favorite Souls games mechanically. Now, I like it a lot in terms of aesthetic and music and all that kind of stuff, but I don't even like the remake very much because I think Bluepoint doesn't understand FromSoft games. Like, I'm serious. Like, between the interviews and stuff where they've like talked about like various things might be said about like magic, and they have no idea what they're talking about. I don't think Bluepoint has any idea how FromSoft games work. They're just an engineering company, and you know, they outsourced almost everything to other companies. Like I don't think Bluepoint has the faintest idea how to make a good, you know, FromSoft game, and I don't think they understood the art style and stuff. I really don't like the remake very much, to be honest. You know, sure, the graphic fidelity is awesome, the animation quality is awesome, you know, all that stuff is, you know, on point, but like the changes to the music I think suck. I think the changes to the aesthetic on like a lot of the armor sets suck. I think the overall aesthetic change of the games, you know, atmosphere and everything sucks. Like, so I'm not that interested in the Demon Souls remake. Like, I honestly kind of prefer regular Demon Souls, even though the animations and stuff aren't as good. But the aesthetic is a lot better. I think the voice acting is better. The music is way better. The armor set design is way better. Like, just look at Meralda's set, right? They changed Meralda's set dramatically, and it's so much worse. It looks like a fucking Diablo armor set. Yeah, I have honestly like no interest in Bluepoint. Like, there's been rumors that they might make Bloodborne 2, like Sony might give them the IP. And if they did that, I would have absolutely no interest in it at all. Now, I mean, I guess I'd give it a chance if it turned out like, wow, they actually, you know, they hired smart people and it's actually a really good game, then, you know, I'd give it a chance. But up to this point, Bluepoint has not done a single thing to impress me. Quite the opposite, really. Don't know what to clean up with here. The stage might be kind of bad. If Double Salome like gets wrecked, we're not going to be in for a good time. What do I give her? I guess to fight at neutral. I mean, I guess starting MP when in doubt. I still have a PlayStation 3, so I can just play Demon Souls on that if I wanted to. But honestly, I just don't have that much desire to play Demon Souls because I'm not trying to like insult it. You know, for what it was, it's awesome and it started the series and everything. And the aesthetic is great and the music's great. A lot of the characters are great. But its gameplay has not aged well, in my opinion. I think it's way worse than like every other FromSoft game. It's so much more basic. It's so much more easy. Like, it's very, Demon Souls is very gimmicky. Almost all of its difficulty comes from like gimmicks, that if you already know the gimmicks, it's a joke, right? If you know to bring like anti-poison items in the swamp and everything, and anti-toxin, you're fine. You know, you know how to use Storm Ruler, you're fine. You know how Blind Monk works. It's like, it's all gimmicks. Like, Demon Souls is, any real difficulty that fucks people up is just gimmicks. Which, first off, isn't as fun to begin with. And second off, I already know all the gimmicks, so it's just easy. Like all the enemies in Demon Souls have really easy movesets to deal with. They're much simpler and much less like advanced than what you see the other Souls games. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's just not even close. So in terms of like replayability, I'm just not that interested, because what makes good replayability in like a FromSoft game is like the PvP and that kind of stuff, and then just the PvE being really difficult and engaging and like a lot of different ways to approach it. There's not a lot of different ways to approach Demon Souls. You know, again, it's very gimmicky, so it's kind of just the one thing, and that's that. I mean, look at Demon God, right? That's like the most gimmicky boss fight ever, and once you know what to do, it's such a joke. Like, I can't think of like any boss in Demon Souls that I'm like, oh man, I want to fight that and, you know, interact with his moveset and try not to get roll caught. And like, I guess False King, right? False King Allant. That's like the only boss in that game that has like a halfway decent moveset that I would be interested in like actually interacting with again. That's the only one. Other than that, like, I don't give a crap. Maybe Penetrator if you're like really understated. It's so easy to overstat that boss though, but if you're like level 5, he's pretty fun. I don't know why I didn't cast that sooner, but just now. Brave Chain, that's good. Alan, you're gonna have to be more specific. Like, that makes, like, that sentence can mean a million things, so I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea, Grand, but that definitely did not make it into the game. It's like forced Iron Man mode there. Although Demon Souls is a pretty short game, so that wouldn't even be that bad. I remember Sony even said like they really missed the mark on Demon Souls. The president of Sony at the time played an early build of it, hated it, and was like, this game sucks and it's never going to succeed, and he just like didn't care about it at all. And that's actually why Atlas was able to get the publishing rights to it and stuff. And then on record he went on saying that was a big mistake and he had no idea what he was talking about, and they really missed the ball on that one. And it's because he probably has no idea how to play a video game, right? He's probably some, you know, casual piece of shit that wouldn't understand that some people actually like challenge, for God's sakes. It's literally the whole reason Demon Souls and Dark Souls did well was just because they were some of the only video games of that era that didn't completely hold your hand and you actually got to try. And like, they're not even that hard, for crying out loud. They're just not a joke. Yeah, I don't think Demon Souls has aged that well though. Like, I think the music has, I think the story has, like, yeah, all that. Like, that stuff's great, but all that stuff I think is worse in the remake. Like, I don't even like the voice acting as much in the remake. So a lot of it sounds a lot more phoned in. I think the voice acting is way better in the original. And the music is so much better. The music in the remake is perfectly good music in a vacuum. It just doesn't fit any of the things that it's based on. Like, like the boss fight music doesn't fit the boss fight. And apparently the music was outsourced, so I think that's why. Like, it's good music, it absolutely does not fit. Like Made in Astraya's theme is so much better in the original. It doesn't even remotely fit. Like, the remake version of that boss theme is just so weird. It's like some big epic battle when that's absolutely not what that fight is, so it's so warped. I guess though, if it ever came to, I bet you, if Demon Souls Remake comes to PC, somebody's gonna mod it so it has all the music from the original and all the voice acting for the original, and I would be more interested in playing that significantly so. Probably can't fix all the armor sets, but oh well. I remember when Plants vs. Zombies was like all the rage, and I never even played it, and I still have never played it. But yeah, that used to be a really big thing. By the way, Sony technically owns FGO. Well, they own parts of it. Like, they don't own the character rights and that stuff. Moon does, but the Sony is, you know, they make people try to like forget that they're Aniplex, but Sony is Aniplex. That's all it is. It's just a branding thing. 200k. Can probably handle that. Not the best setup for this, but I think it's alright. This is our first boss battle. The real boss battle, though, is when you fight him and Fionn. Which that might actually be hard. Let's see what their stats are like. Alright, definitely do this. Fire everything. I think we'll do the evade now, because he's kind of fucked up. I guess I give her the Mystic Code attack up. She has 4 attack ups. Is there any chance he's lawful good? I kind of doubt it. Let's see what he is. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd be neutral. He's lawful neutral. That makes sense. She's immune to debuffs, so it's not a problem. And by the time she's not immune to debuffs and all that, she'll probably be dead anyway, so. She did a hell of a lot of damage there. Alright, let's get their NPs. This might be enough. Probably enough for the middle Jace. There we go. Alright, come on, 15%. Not quite. Hit the back, Jason. No, don't do that. Man, now our attack buffs are gonna wear off, you bastard. Make stars. That does suck though, that double attack buff would make the MP hit a good bit harder. All these Atalantes flying by, it's like counting sheep, except counting cats. Who do we save? I guess the back Jason, because he's got the most health. Although middle Jason's got foe items, so we'll go with that. We'll just heal him. Man, not only do we not have our attack ups, he now has defense up, so the damage difference is pretty big. It's gonna be a little pathetic. Unfortunately, Karna, I guess you do fight him solo that one time, but the fight with him that matters is the AoE one. Not really sure how the hell we're gonna approach that actually. That could be a bit of an issue. Well, that is not the Jason that had evade. I could save Salome with invulnerability, but I don't know if I need to. Might as well. We don't have a lot of damage in the back row. I actually am kind of worried about a few of the fights here. I think the Edison, Helena, Karna fight could be a real problem. I think Fionn and Diarmid here could be a bit of a problem. Definitely not as bad as the Karna one, but I think Kualto will be alright, but I guess we'll have to see. The Demon God could be a problem. Triple attack Jason. This should kill. Yeah, honestly, Helena, Karna, Edison, I think that's gonna be tough. That, I can't think of a good strategy off the top of my head for that. I don't think Beowulf will be that bad. Like, might be a little bit of an issue, but I don't think he'll be, nearly as bad as Karna and crew. Alright, this is definitely Fionn and Diarmid. We almost want to level Caster Gilius, but let's see what we can do here. Maybe a slightly over-dramatic song for Fionn, but this is playing because Scath took half of his legend. Because my waifu. She can get her NP off before dying, that's really good. We really need another Saber. Wow. Maybe I should have picked Attila. Our Saber options are so bad. Thankfully there's not that many tough Lancer fights, but there's a few. Can I even ascend him? I can. I gotta do it. I'm out of statues, but we have so little oomph when it comes to fighting Lancers. He'll turn it around though, right, chat? Like he's the guy. Why does everyone take hero proofs? Not the highest stats we've seen, but I need like a bronze card. There we go. $4,500. Almost 4,600. No. We're not summoning the level 30 Gilius. Absolutely not. He's got better stats than Jason. Do we start with him and actually try to make the meme happen? I don't think so. Hey, Lord, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Give her K-Scope. It's so lucky that we got K-Scope on this account. We certainly need the help. Maybe we put Mash, like, that. And then, so we kill Fionn first, because he's AoE. Like, for sure. So maybe we, even though he's, his class isn't great, we might put Leonidas in the back just to have a taunt. Alright. This is, a bit iffy. I almost want to put Mash in the front just to buy time so I can save the evade on Jason till the MP happens. We'll see how much health they give them. If they've got like 200k each, this is going to be a bit spicy. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Alright. Okay, they don't have 200k each. They're going a little easy on us. That's a little disappointing. Alright, we want her NP as fast as possible because she's gonna die any second. Let's see. The support Jason has more NP gain left in the deck, so we'll actually do his card first. Alright, I'm hoping we just don't hit her this turn, but she's gonna need a second. He tried to attack down Salome, but we had the debuff immunity. Hopefully he doesn't do that again. We're gonna NP next turn. You should be enough. Oh, not quite. Crap. I think I have to heal and then not remove the defense down. I can Brave Chain or grab the support. I think we Brave Chain because we're gonna need the damage. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and Charisma. Jason's probably not gonna get to NP with his Charisma then, but This is a lot of damage. He's relatively speaking. Okay, actually one of Jason gets to NP. That's good. We'll overcharge her. That's fine. So support Jason is the one that needs his NP, so we'll grab his card here. This could be good. Visitors from another world. That's what raids are, they're isekais. Alright, big chomp. Let's see the damage. Got quite a few buffs. 48, alright, that's not too bad. If he doesn't evade, other Jason might kill him. Oh, look, he evaded. Now, if I remember correctly, Fionn does not have his evade at rank 10. So it's only a chance to evade. Because he's a nub. But do I wait? So last turn, you know what? Let's not wait and just see if we get lucky. Like, when has this ever gone wrong for anybody? You know, I actually think I might save Salome instead of Jason, because he's only got 3k, they're both gonna die really soon. It's not like he's gonna NP again, and her normal card damage is a lot better than his. But, he is more likely to be able to live. Nah, I'll save her. I could also save Jason, but I think with the Mystic Code, but I think I should save it. We'll still attack, Deer Mid. Let's see if we get lucky. I bet you his evade chance is like 80%, so the odds of us hitting him are probably pretty terrible. No luck. But yeah, he doesn't have his skill at rank 10. It's kind of weird though, alright, he has taunt, so we have to attack him, and look, he didn't evade that one. So we landed one hit, it just wasn't the right one. But, if I remember correctly, when the player doesn't have Fionn skill at rank 10, the evasion gets missed and you just don't get it at all. Where with the AI, it's that he just has a chance to evade anytime you attack him. I think that's how it is. But once you get a skill to rank 10, it's just a guaranteed evade, so it's not a big deal in the long run. It's just bad if you want to use Fionn casually. If you're not gonna like invest in him. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, we lost the evade because of the AoE, and then Jason got hit by the single target. Alright. We gotta do some damage here. We might lose this stage. I'm not sure how much faith I have in Gilius. Against 60k Deer Mid. Okay, the dot actually did something. Right, we got Leonidas, that helps a bit. We'll save Mash's taunt for Deer Mid's taunt. That helps actually. We got this, we got this. Such peaceful music, such violent gameplay. I wish I had saved her defense up for this turn. Maybe I taunt now, so and then I invulnerability. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, why is his NP art? Why did they do this? And why did it only last 2 turns? Like, if it lasted 3 turns, it'd be so much better. Oh, damn. I was hoping she wouldn't die, and then she'd get invulnerability here. Getting a little ugly, boys. 40, 50, 50. Let's go. How are you not gonna crit a single time? He would have killed with one crit. My boy. Please don't get like Buster crit and die because your defense down. Okay, we got it. That was. Look how close this was. What the hell? Gilius, please. Watch him crit now then. No, still not. I was gonna say, we don't have the buffs anymore. Got that classical Fate music going on. You kinda need those. You need silver ones more at the minute though. Doesn't need crit to win. He absolutely could have died there if things had gone a little differently. I had a feeling that stage might give us a little trouble. If they had had more health, we probably would have lost. I definitely think Karna, Helena, and Edison is going to be a big problem. I think that's going to be hard. I do not see that going smoothly. Bring out the booty. We are so... I cannot believe one of the very few 5 stars that's allowed on this account we actually got from Story Summon. Like, the odds of that are just absolutely insane. Glad it happened on stream or no one would have believed me. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. Alright. I not only got water, I got peaches and pears. All chopped up. It's delicious. I feel like both peaches and pears are a really underrated fruit. Like, they're not the best thing on the planet or anything, but they're quite good. Alright, Brave Chain for MP gain. This looks like a filler stage. America has a lot of filler stages. Yeah, I like pears quite a bit, actually. I've asked to know SP. Chat, every time I hear this song, I just want Rider Kentucky on like all my accounts. But I've only got him on NA, my main, and my ult. I don't have him on all these like new accounts we play. One day. Chat, I'm normally pretty happy to skip events on a lot of my ult accounts. I just worry about like, you know, 1 or 2 accounts at a time. But if they brought Rider Kentucky back and Golden Sumo, I have to play like every fucking account that I have. I've like never done that before. I've never needed to like play every single goddamn account at once. But yeah, I would have to, because yeah, my main doesn't need sumo, but it would want whatever other stuff is there, like lures and talent quest. Yeah, I'd have to go F-go crazy. I guess I could skip it on my regular ult account because it has Kentucky, Golden Sumo, and all that. So, and if it misses out on the, you know, summon tickets and lures, it's not a big deal. And I guess the 1 to 3 star account can't technically use that stuff. But that still leaves the Herc account, the Sinnoh account, co-op account. Oh man, we didn't ban Golden Sumo on the co-op account. Also my main account, so that's at least 4. I wonder if they brought it back. There still would be some new people that would join the game later that wouldn't have it. But I don't think FGO brings in a lot of new players anymore. I think their new game experience, the new player experience is so shit. I don't think they're growing much. I hope that changes. Like, dear God, I hope that changes. I don't even know why devs put so little focus on like the new player experience. You want new players desperately, and it's such an important thing. I probably should have cast the invulnerability there. Salome could have died. Okay, if I kill one of them, they'll be of less actions per turn. But I don't think I need it. Yeah, I mean, the new player experience, dude, is so crap. It's boring, it's long, it's repetitive. You don't get to see any of the good stuff. It's just shit. Like, the only way you're gonna stick around is if you have a friend telling you it gets a lot better, and it gets better in a way that you specifically care about. There's no point in Salome NPing because I'll just get my... The booty. The booty's getting her NP. Yeah, they absolutely think that what new players are gonna do is just rush through the game and you get to the good stuff. So they give people blue cubes and the follow system and everything. I don't know why, but that's like common in the gaming industry. Lots of MMOs do that, a lot of other phone games do that, a lot of ongoing games. That's their thought process. It's like, okay, if new players play, we want to just rush them through the old shitty stuff that's full of filler and get them to do the good stuff right away. So they just add a bunch of bullshit to make the game faster and easier and stuff, but it makes the game incredibly boring, and no one's gonna put up with that. Like that's what so many games do, and it is such a mistake. That's why most games end up going into, like, as they call it, managed decline instead of, you know, there's no reason FGO couldn't, like, revitalize itself. You put out some good stories, some new, like, player events, you know, revamp the early stories so they're way more fun, add some cool servants with flashy animations, some low stars anyone can get. You'll get new people playing! Like, absolutely! If you want more veterans, if you want more whales, you want more, you know, social media traction, all that stuff, you gotta get new players. You know, you gotta invest in new players for them to become veterans. Like, it's just a fact. And every time a veteran quits, you're losing money permanently if you don't bring in new players. I've seen a couple of MMOs that have actually really tried to make a good new player experience and, like, revamp and remove filler, and I hear Final Fantasy actually does that, which that's nice to see, but yeah, most don't do that. Like Vandictus, all it does is try to blitz people through the early game, which is such a waste. They have all these like old bosses with good movesets, but they just, you know, give the player absurd stats so you can just trivialize it and face tank everything. Alright, is this a boss? It could be. Oh, I gotta remember to bring Billy, even if he's bad for the stage, because we need the bond. Like, that's a long-term goal, and we gotta start working on it now, because it's gonna be brutal. Yep, I know Soulworker did the same thing. They too have some interesting early game bosses that it's fun to interact with their movesets. And yeah, they just hand you all this crazy gear that makes you like one-shot the bosses. It's like, what the fuck? Why? It's just dumb. There's no reason to do that. Soulworker does it. World of Warcraft definitely did it. I don't know if they do it now, but I'm sure they do because that game fucking sucks. Vandictus did it. I can think of so many other like MMOs that came and gone that did it. Almost every phone game ever does it. Like most ongoing games do that. Instead of like, you know, trying to catch up their early game to be more fun and more engaging and better paced and just cutting out the filler for God's sakes. They that takes work and they don't want it. They want to do a blanket change that they can flip a switch and have that deal with it. They don't want to sit down and put resources into it, but you have to, and it's worth it. It is so worth it to keep your new player experience. Here's the key. The fact that I have to say this is so shocking to me, and I really think most game devs need to hear this because most of them don't do it, and it's crazy. Video games need to be fun, right? When someone boots up your MMO, your phone game, whatever, they need to have fun. They don't need to have fun 300 hours into the game. They need to have fun right away. That game needs to be engaging and interesting and, you know, not like, it doesn't have to be Dark Souls, but it needs to be a little challenging because a little bit of challenge is what keeps people, you know, interested. It makes decisions matter. It is shocking to me how many fucking video games, especially, you know, ongoing games like MMOs and phone games, etc., don't think about that. They don't think about, oh, yeah, they're gonna boot the game up, and yeah, this is all really boring. Like it's crazy. Like, so many games, the first like 40 hours or whatever, are just dog shit. It's like, why would anyone slug through this? But yeah, I think that's what like FGO needs. You need to have a few developers that are dedicated to revitalizing the early game, cutting out a lot of the filler, and making some things harder, changing some stuff around, changing the case you get materials like, you know, monuments and skill gems, all that stuff. And then as they change these things and as they, you know, tweak the game, their goal needs to be, let's make the main story fun. Like just for Yuki. For Yuki needs to be fun. You know, what are players going to do? You know, there's summoning friend supports and all this nonsense. So do we limit that, or do we make the stages scaled around that? Do we make them use story supports early on so they can't summon their friends level 100 to trivialize everything? You got to think about these things. You got to figure out what's the right course of action, what's going to actually make Fuyuki fun. Not boring, not a grind, cut out all, there's so many stages we fight skeletons and crap. You can have a few of those because you need them for pacing, but get rid of a lot of that. Make the boss fights, you know, more engaging, a little bit more interesting. You know, you don't make them too hard because obviously, you know, people's early accounts aren't going to be super strong and you don't know what units they happen to pull, but you can absolutely make it harder than it is. Yes, and then you look at Orleans, same thing, okay? Cut out loads of the filler. You're like, how can we make this more fun? Maybe you introduce break bars in Orleans, right? Like that early. You know, like the Vlad fight, like an actual boss fight. You know, give people a story support there that has a taunt, for God's sake. Have a little taunt tutorial, right? And why that's useful against, you know, a single target NP and stuff like that, right? There's a lot you can do to make players better at the game, more engaged with the game, and more prepared for Camelot when they get there, and, you know, just make the game more fun, for God's sake. But yeah, I would be surprised if FGO ever did any of the stuff I just said. I think they're always going to approach it with the blanket fix, you know, flip a switch, you know, in just like, oh yeah, let's cost 0 AP, oh yeah, you can follow system all the way to 2.0, you know, here's a lot of free stuff, free max ascension, you know, here's a craft essence that'll make the game easier, blue cubes, you know, that's how they think, you know, it's just, you know, blitz through it, don't, and like, am I wrong? Because anyone, I've seen this throughout gaming, like, when did, this is absolutely the standard, right? Like, that's how most devs approach, you know, when they kind of grow and they have a longer story and, you know, the old stuff that kind of falls behind. You know, they don't remove filler and stuff. You know, most games just try to blitz people through it. I don't see a lot of games sit down and like, okay, can we make this actually, you know, worth playing? Yeah, it's definitely not just DW. It is most gaming companies. And it's because of short-term quarterly gains. That's why. 100% that's why. Because new players in the long run are really important. Over the course of several years, keeping your new player experience fresh and fun and engaging will pay off. But it won't pay off in like 3 months. No way, right? You're not going to get that many new players to try the game in 3 months that you're going to make any like substantial amount of money. So when you do your earnings report, you know, it's not going to look like it was worth the development time. But over time, because it ages, right, and it sticks with the game forever, it is worth it, and it is important to have new players coming into the game. But most, you know, lead devs and stuff, they're worried about looking good in the short term, right? So they get their bonus and that kind of stuff. It's not a good system. Like, it does not incentivize things that are actually good for the game and actually good for profit in the long run. It's good for profit. They incentivize profit in the short term, but that a lot of times catches up with you. What I understand, Yoshi P has to fight so much bullshit all the time. Like, Square Enix is constantly wanting to do stupid shit with his game, and he has to do as much as he can to fight against it. I don't think that guy has a good time behind the scenes. I know he cares about his game a lot and all that, and that's great, but Square Enix sounds pretty demonic. And they're always trying to force stuff into Final Fantasy, especially now that Final Fantasy has gotten more popular. You know, it got this last, like, I don't know, 6 months, it's really boomed. And Square Enix has done nothing but try to, you know, sell out and squeeze all the life out of it. And he's always having to try to, like, keep that at bay as best as possible. Which that has to be incredibly frustrating. Yeah, I saw that NFT stuff. You know most Square Enix employees were rolling their eyes at that, but they can't stop it. That'll probably fail though. I think it's gonna crash and burn. It's just a stupid pyramid scheme. I've never played that game though, the Final Fantasy game, but I know of it. I've watched some videos on it, you know, I've kept kind of tabs on its development. And yeah, he's a good lead dev, he really is. Like, he actually gives a shit about what he makes. He puts a lot of effort into it. So I respect that guy. If I was like old and retired, and I had like lots of free time, I would try that game. I would, but I don't see how on earth I could ever fit that into my schedule and put enough time into it to actually get anywhere. MMOs can be big investments, so yeah, if I was old and retired, I'd be like, yeah, that would be the one I would try. Of all the MMOs out there, that's the one I would try. But I ain't got that kind of free time, so. %. Some things never change. We could NP right now, but let's get everyone's NP together here. You can enjoy an MMO even if you work a lot, but it has to be the only game you play, and you know you have to be your main. Like, that's where most of your free time would have to be able to go, right? If you're wanting to like join the chess club, do rock climbing, play Dark Souls on the side, play a little FGO, and then your job, you're not playing an MMO, especially one like Final Fantasy. That's not happening, right? If you had your job, you know, basic real life stuff, and then an MMO, you can handle that. But that's it. Like, that's literally it. Yeah, it's definitely aimed at people with a lot more free time than most, I would say. Alright, Salom will probably hit the hardest. We'll get the attack buff from Romulus here, and then we can overcharge the Lancer. I wish this thing had more health, because kind of setting up a pretty nice turn here. It's mostly AoE, but still. New World looks so boring to me from the get-go. It looks so boring to me. And then I just watched a video. This guy made a documentary about like everything that's happened with the game, like its development process, the beta, how they've handled the bugs, you know, all the big dramas. And that was like the most shit show of a game of all time. I could not believe like how badly they responded to like some of the bugs that they had, and the fact that like the client side stuff was so impactful, and so people could just manipulate so much shit in that game. Like, that game looks like it's run by amateurs. I'm sorry, that's what it looks like. It looks like they've had a lot of money, so they have good production quality, but it's literally run by amateurs that don't know even the basics of how to run an MMO. Like, they've had so many, like, gold scams and, you know, like, you literally can move your client's window around and you become invincible. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with that game? Like, I cannot, it's shocking that they tried to sell that as like a AAA game, because it's not. Yeah, I think it is run by amateurs, like, absolutely. Like, the way they respond to drama and they respond to bugs and how they, like, are so bad at, like, they'll put quote-unquote fixes in the game that break a bunch of other stuff because they didn't actually test it. Like, it's just amateur. Like, it's just straight amateur. I don't know why anyone plays that game. Unless you enjoy the bugs. I'm sure some people just, like, laugh at the fire. You know, some people just like to watch the world burn, but that game is a joke. Like, I watched that guy's documentary, and like that game is a fucking joke. And the fact that anyone paid money for that is just beyond me. I bet you there's a lot of buyer's remorse for that game. And the thing is, the signs were there. I think if you look at like its development process, the media that they did, like the interviews and stuff, that game was primed for being a scam. Like, it was obvious to me that that game was going to be a scam. But people want the next big thing. They want a good MMO. They want a good, you know, open world game or phone game. Or people want those things, and they always want to hope that it's going to be good. And they don't want to miss out on it if it is good. But then it's just a fucking ripoff, and it lasts like a month, and it's dead. Because I tell you, what's messed up is New World was a financial success. They lied to people. Like, they full-face lied about so many things, about their report system and everything. You know, it's like I said, ran by amateurs. Super buggy. I mean, it just the full-face lying to people. And it's been a financial success. Now, it probably won't stay that way if they don't either shut it down or find a way to recover it. But so many people bought it, even though hardly anyone plays it anymore. But so many people bought it initially that it was a financial success. And like a fairly large one, actually. But, you know, MMOs have sustained costs, so, you know, how long that lasts, we'll have to see. Oh yeah, if you want to talk about another game that's made some huge mistakes, that would definitely be FGO. That's definitely true. There's a lot of amateur shit. I mean, I think Lost will agree with me. I think a lot of stuff with FGO is just amateur. And we know for a fact that DW was amateurs. They were a tiny company with no experience. They got hired because Aniplex wanted to make shovelware and they didn't want to hire a proper dev. And they have no idea what the fuck they were doing. Like, that's what happened. And when you look at the history of FGO and how it's been handled and all the, you know, issues it's had, it's pretty fucking amateur too. They're getting better, kind of, but very slow going. Yep, I've seen the same thing with that loss. I think the parallels between FGO and WoW, they're not just kind of similar, they're unbelievably similar. Like, their design philosophy, how they handle like the money side of things, the way they do updates, it's like exactly like Blizzard. It's like exactly like Blizzard. There's almost no differences. A smaller scale, because smaller team, but yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Like, they have the exact same philosophy, and yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. When I went and got water, I actually didn't get water. I just got the fruit, and now I'm out of water, so I gotta fix this. Actually, I actually did get water, but I didn't bring it from the kitchen. So, you know, they're important detail. Okay. I have returned. Alright, final wave, bunch of trash mobs. This is like London shit right here. Actually, this is probably easier than London stuff. Edison, please. Alright, just Boogie Lancer, I think. I don't know why I cast that, but... I think a lot of people don't see the similarities between WoW and FGO because they're too young and they don't know the game industry very well. But they are incredibly similar. They do the whole thing of like manage decline instead of, you know, focusing on new players. As their player base has problems, they focus on getting more money from their whales, from their hardcore people, instead of getting a little bit of money from everybody. They do all of that same stuff. Like they do all that's all exactly the same. Like that's what the coin system is. That's what everything they've added recently is aimed at getting their hardcore people to spend more money instead of trying to get more players and in the game period and getting more players to spend a little bit of money. Exact same design philosophy as WoW, and like they do the same stuff with like just adding, you know, stupid bullshit that has nothing to do with anything, not addressing the core problems with the game. You know, they're always adding like the new units and shit in FGO's case, and they're just ignoring, you know, the core problems. And that's just, it's the same shit over and over again. Pity is like the only good thing they've ever done, but they kind of had to do it. And they didn't, you know, it's like people keep like wanting to give like DW a golden trophy. It's like, great, 7 years in, you added the thing that every other game has had since forever. And you also added it in a shittier, more basic way. And I'm supposed to act like this is like the best thing since sliced bread? Like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I'm glad it's in the game, of course. It's better that it's in the game than not. But why did it... Can someone explain to me why it took 7 years to do the most basic bitch thing ever? Like why? Like, why? And why are we 7 years in and we don't have an account system? Again, if this was... I know the joke is small indie dev, please understand. But if they actually were small indie dev, I would understand, because then they wouldn't have the money and resources to just do whatever. But they could, if they have problems making an account system, they can just hire people that know how to make an account system. They have the money, right? Like the incompetence in FGO is so frustrating because it's like, it's so unnecessary, right? There's no reason that FGO should have all these basic bitch problems. But I'm glad that the safety net is there, obviously, but yeah, I'm not gonna like hold up FGO as like the king of all games because they added a safety net when every other game has that and has it better. Like, significantly better. Even Epic 7's safety net is significantly better than FGO's. And Genshin's is light years better because there's, you know, carries over between banners and so on and so forth. I really wish it carried over. That way you didn't have to save up all the SQ at once, right? Because when you have a oh fuck, I didn't okay, this fight with him is easy though. That's not a big deal. But when you have a safety net that carries over, it means you're guaranteed to get a 5-star at a certain rate, like every so often, like every 2 months or whatever. You're always going to get one 5-star, and that's like really reasonable and keeps people happy and engaged, and it feels like, you know, it's not hopeless. And that's what a lot of games do these days. Or they just make the safety net easier to obtain, where FGO didn't do either of those things. Yeah, we already had that song. Let's see here. Alright, we need Salome's NP. I do honestly though have hope for FGO. Like, it's also possible FGO's about to get worse, but with some of the changes that are coming and like the management moving around and all this stuff, there is the opportunity for FGO to turn this ship around, and it could happen. Especially how, because a lot of the rest of the industry is starting to really leave them behind, and I think they noticed that. So yeah, there's a chance that they're going to pick up some slack and Start getting shit sorted. You know, we did get the safety net, so maybe we get an account system. Maybe we get story replay. Maybe we get, you know, some side game modes that are actually good. Maybe they do fix up the early game. I think them fixing up the early game, though, is one of the most necessary things, and it's probably the least likely to happen. I wish that wasn't the case, but, I mean, it's just because, like, almost no dev even, they just don't. It's so rare that they do. And yeah, it's Aniplex, so it could get worse. Like 100%, it could get worse. The game could be about to like explode. But there is a chance that all DW needs is like more staff and like a more streamlined workflow, and then things would be way better. Because I think there's a lot of evidence in this game that DW can barely keep up with the bare minimum. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they barely have the manpower, the time, to like just get out the new events and get out what few new servants they're adding and stuff like that. And that's why there's not new load stars. That's why there's very few animation updates. That's why the new servants have not particularly good animation quality and stuff like that. I think that's why. It's because they're barely able to meet the minimum right now. And so obviously they're not going above and beyond at all because they can barely do what they're doing as is. So like the idea of adding an account system or a new game, you know, plus or a story replay or fixing up the early game, or all that stuff's just completely off the table because we can barely put out a new fucking service and a basic pitch event every few months, right? So I think that's the problem right now, like, absolutely. So that needs to get sorted out. Like their workflow needs to get better. Their, you know, management needs to get better because yeah, it's kind of sad. Right, heal Salon. Yeah, I mean, he's only got 40k, so we'll just blast him. The real fight's gonna be when we fight Karna and Helena Edison. I honestly have no idea what the plan is for that. Like, I don't. We got they're all AoE, they're all different classes. Like, I don't got a damn clue. I wonder if Cairo's done that fight yet. This little streaming, I kind of want to check how far in he is. Let's see here. Yeah, he's still at it. Let's avoid him here. He's on chapter 19! Cairo be going fast. He getting Sonic mode on us. How is he at chapter 19? This story is so long. When did he start America? Did he start today? I don't know if he started today or yesterday or what. I have no idea. Also, we're using 2 archers against the Lancer. Oh no. Did we just lose because of that? Are you kidding me? Like, really? He triple attacks, did a buster crit, it is 1 health, that's great. So I could have just evaded, I could have won that so easily, I just didn't think he was going to kill them both in 1 turn. But when did Cairo start? Does anyone know when did Cairo start America? I feel like he didn't start it today. That is so dumb though, that we just lost there. That's so unlucky. Like he had to have one-shot Billy, and he only could have done that with a buster crit. Like a quick crit wouldn't have one-shot him. That was like the only turn order that would have resulted in him killing them both. And I'm pretty sure I had my evade, I just didn't cast it. But I absolutely did not think we needed it. So does literally no one know when Cairo started America? Lost, please. I literally see Lost in Cairo's stream right now, actually. I'm gonna have to ask Cairo now. Oh, right. Well, we got a buster chain, but I might take the quick card because we need all the MP we can get. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Puts green viewers here, yeah, apparently. Okay, game. Okay, you want to calm down there, Karna? This guy, alright. Every heal ever. Oh, speaking of Cairo, Imagine watching Cairo and Green, alright? Cairo, when did you start America? Like, no one in my chat. Cairo, seriously, no one in my chat could answer me. I was asking, like, when did Cairo start America? Like, today, yesterday, or what? And nobody knew. Literally no one knew. Not one fucking person. I was like, are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Anyway, time for damage. Yeah, we gotta get it from the source. Green block and a gun. Water gun. Alright, we'll do Buster and P-Buster. Started like 3 days ago. Thank you, Gray. See, I can rely on Gray. Gray's a good guy. Took like an hour to get an answer here. That explains why Cairo's so far in. I was like, there's no way Cairo's on chapter 19 and he just started it today. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, yeah, we just started this a little while ago. An hour and a half ago. Oh my god, Salam's dead. I did all of that. What? Did she have like a taunt? She just got attacked like 5 times in 2 turns. And she had evade and invulnerability, and then we like triple healed her. What the hell? We might be in a bit of trouble here. We really needed Salome to get like a good normal card turn in with her bonus damage. He's been learning something for a while, but I'm guessing the support list just didn't update because, you know, it's awesome like that. Not only is the support system bad, but I feel like for some reason on these accounts it's worse. Like, because we only got 1 friend, it's like not even trying to update properly. Might just be crazy, but that's definitely what it feels like. Cairo, go stream Dark Souls. What are you doing? Man, Karna is just murdering people right now. I think we got it though. I'm tired, I'm lazy, we sleep. I don't know, you're gonna be interesting when you're older. Did not kill there. Come on, crit. There you go. Alright. No Karna MP. Bond 5. Alright, just chat, we only got 10 bond to go. So we're like 50% of the way there, right? That's bond 5 out of 15, so we're almost there. Totally. Just get those Billy coins and we'll be fluffy. Dude, bond 11, like bond 10 to 11 is almost bond 1 to 10, and then bond 14 to 15 I actually think is longer than bond 1 to bond 10. It's so bad. Yeah, Billy needs to be in the back row every single stage. Like, we need so many Billy coins. Yeah, we're on chapter 6. We have a very long way to go here. Level 30 Jekyll and Hyde. It's almost like he's not the priority for assassins or something. I need to do dailies on this account. What level is Jin K? 30. Out of 40, so we actually can level her. I'll do that if we end up needing it. I don't think we'll need it this second, though. This is probably a joke battle. Man, I'm so glad Q is Bond 15. It feels great, man. If they ever add, like, you know, a Guadia style event again near Solomon, And like what I would expect him to do is whatever like bonus there is, it would mostly apply from Bond 1 to Bond 10, and you'd get a diminished returns on like Bond 11 to 15. But you know, I still want to have it if they ever do anything. The downside is I can't ever get more coup coins through free-to-play means. Well, I mean, I guess SQ can be free and you get them, you know, through normal summons, but that's a very slow process. Yeah, they might do Bond 20 in the future. I hope not, because I like having it just be done. I just want Coup to be 120 and have a second passive, but that's just not happening anytime soon. I think I have like 10 Coup coins, and he's max level is 114. So I have to grail, I mean, it's 30 coins per 2 levels, so I need so many coins. And then it's 120 for his second passive. Like, I'm not even close, dude. Like, I got Bond 15 coup, and I'm not even close to having enough coins. And I've rolled, you know, a good bit of free BSQ over the last, you know, few months, and it ain't gone anywhere. Yeah, random FP coups are possible, but I've tried to do my FP every day and all that, but it has not gone well. Every time I get a 3-star that's not coup, I'm rawr. Also, every time I get a Han, someone pass it on to Cairo, but won't let me do that. Cairo, if you're still here, where are you on the Han situation? Because I do think 2-stars get coins faster than 3-stars. Like, when I'm just looking at all my coins for all my servants, I've noticed 2-stars actually are probably the easiest ones. Like, it's still slow. Like, if you're wanting to completely max them out, it is still super slow, but it does seem to be better than everyone else. Yep, coin system's awfully convenient for someone that rolls a lot of SQ. I wonder how that happened. Okay, non-support. Charlotte needs NP, we'll do the Brave Chain. $41K, that is not particularly intimidating. And before Sanson finds a way to fuck it up, I'm hoping that Buster and the NP is enough for him to kill it so he target switches. I got soup, I'm jealous. I was at, oh, insta-death, infinite damage by the way. I was just asking Pyro where you are in your coin situation on Hans. Compared to like everything else. Because in my experience so far, 2-stars are actually the best rarity if you have to start from scratch. Like, it still is going to take a long time to get all the coins, but for free-to-play, I think 2-stars are actually the best. Like, 1-stars aren't too bad, but because you get so few coins, it's still bad. Like, I think 3-stars are awful, dude. It's like, Jesus Christ, if you're not wailing, 3-stars are terrible. How much HP does he get at 120? Yeah, I imagine quite a bit actually, which is good because it means he'll get his skills back pretty reliably. And if he's 10-10-10, the cooldowns are pretty short. Chapter 7. Go with Jason here. Will this work? Probably. Maybe I switch Mash out for Jason in case there's more nonsense to deal here than I'm thinking. You can get to 16k HP. Jeez. And then you got your craft essence. So he can get to almost 20k with a good craft essence. A lot of the support craft essences are HP, so. And obviously he's gonna heal and sometimes do a defense buff.
頑張りますよマスター見ていてくださいねはいええそれそれそれそれそれそれ
静かあいた
Please don't kill Jason. Game, we just started.
ここでこうだ当然ここでこうだ当然だろう
はいはい
行こうかおいおい
We're doing so little damage right now.
畳みかけそ
Wow, their attack stat must be pretty high, man. They're fucking people up.
動く狙いがそれ
Tyro, we don't get Sanson's debuff clear until he's 4th Ascension. I don't know why they're like this.
行こうかおいおいおいおい
Probably should have done Sanson's art card there, but I want to kill if I can help it. No, I'm not gonna kill. I don't know why I thought that would work. Why did I even bring Jason?
わか行こうわかった静か
Should have brought archers. $50 fucking K. We're gonna be here for a while because nothing counterclasses the sabers.
頑張りましょう
ここでこうだ当然だろう
No effect, no effect. Big oath.
K を執行する
Because he was cool in 5.1, he was. He's also cool in Solomon, but not exactly the best unit here. Alright, just insta-kill Charlotte. Just do it. They're bronzes, you got this. Brave Chain, the power.
私は世界を動か
And
せ
Sanson's not even
けれど世界は私を鈍らせない
not even getting the niche, man. It's bullshit. Like, can't get his niches, can't get Jason's niches.
えいやった
Actually, these are humans, so
2
I'm not sure we actually have all of his skills right now, but that's something. Yep, no, we only got the first one, which is the anti-evil one. So
この私おい
no
おいおい
good.
静か行けあいた
Cairo, we're gonna be in Camelot soon. We've never done an event, and we've done like no farming. I don't even know how we've made it this far. Like, I honestly don't know how we've made it this far. I guess it just shows how easy the early game is.
行け我らアルゴノーツ
Yeah, I've done like a couple of dailies, but I mean a couple of dailies. Like I did the Saber Shirt twice, and that's like it. I need to get to that though. I need to do like the class dailies to get like statues and blue gems, you know, the basic stuff. I'm saving Sanson, chat. He's the one I care about. Also, why didn't I use this skill on her earlier?
いいと
えはいはい
静か
Oh yeah, Oceanus was fucked. The stage before Saber Altar was fucked for me, big time, because I didn't have like the right classes at the time. London was actually a bit tricky. Like,
覚悟
Lancer Arturia was not the easiest thing by any means.
当然だろう
はい了解です
But Oceanus has definitely been, the Oceanus Demon Pillar has been the hardest thing. But all the Demon Pillars have been a little hard, for sure.
主よ罪深き我が
I think Edison, Karna, and Helena is going to be really hard. I assume you've already done that, but I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to handle that one. I think the end of America will be a little spicy. Like, I don't think it'll be a joke. Tesla was like close, but it wasn't too bad. Like I think we tried it, or worse, we did it in 2 tries. But it was always close. I know it was like I had to bring an intelligent team and take it seriously, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah, Camelot is a massive difficulty spike and everybody knows it, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Ozzy and Nitocris are gonna be hard. The Demon Pillar there is gonna be hard. Lion King is gonna be crazy hard because Jason sucks for boss killing. Gwen's obviously gonna be hard. I mean, all of it's gonna be. The fucking giant ghost is gonna be hard. Like, no joke, that thing's gonna be a pain. Alright, let's try double Salome. Start with Nash. Maybe this, actually. 2 turns of not dying, which is nice. There's a chance the Saber isn't actually the final enemy. Do I bring Billy or do I bring neutral? That's good. I might do, what's his stat? 7-6? That's pretty good. Fine. No one really benefits from it, but I don't want to know what else to give her. She's not gonna NP on the setup. There's the boys right there. I need an anime with them as the main characters. That would be very, very good. I'm not that worried about Mordred because of Billy. But, everything else, I mean, even Mordred, yeah, wouldn't shock me if it takes more than one try, to be honest. I don't really expect anything to be that smooth. I think Artoria is going to be a real problem. I think Artoria and Ozzy, the big fight with Ozzy, I think, and the Demon Pillar. I think the Demon Pillar is actually a big fucking problem because we really don't have the burst damage to deal with the healing nonsense. I think I saved the other taunt. I think I saved the invulnerability too. I think Camelot is definitely oof. Babylonia might be a little oof, but I don't think it's too bad. Overall, I think Babylonia is easier than Camelot. Corrupted Uchi could be a real problem though. All the earthquake, life-draining bullshit I think is going to be a problem. Solomon I don't think will be too bad as long as we've got... We kind of need to get Bond on somebody for that though. We're not going to want it to fight the Dragon too long if we can help it, and the more Bond you have, the faster the fight ends. Actually, I don't think Guts is a good idea. I don't think I should have cast that. I mean, obviously Babylonia is still going to be a pain, but I think Camelot's going to be a just colossal pain. Pretty much everything from Camelot and on I think is going to be annoying. Although actually 5-1, I'm not too worried about 5-1. That's way down the line, but I don't think that's going to be that bad. Might be impossible. That might be when we just get wrecked. Well, actually, if we're allowed to use CS, it'll be difficult, but that actually might still work. Fluffy, though. Even with Billy at 120, I just don't see how Fluffy's gonna happen. Like, well, the starting setup would probably be MASH, 120 Billy, the story support, Caster Artoria, because you have to bring that. God, what would the back row even be? Jesus, I don't even know, man. Like, it's not good. It's not good. We definitely need to get the anti-divinity CE maxed, I think. That needs to be 100. They're not allowed to use blue cubes. Alright, let's see here.
私のこと好き
Get the attack up, make sure she kills.
マスター
Probably will kill 2 of them.
さああなたの首を
I
ちょ
just
う
wish there was
だい
less filler, man. This filler is so boring. Every time we fight a real boss, I'm having a really good time on this account. But we're fighting the filler, it's just like
綺麗なも
Snoozeville.
んでしょ
The thing is, Necromancy is not really even good at what people think it's good at, because if you're really losing a boss fight, the amount of times you need it to proc is like, that's gonna happen less than just getting lucky in other areas. You're more likely to have the boss never crit you and you always crit the boss than you are to have like Necromancy proc 30 times. Like, it really doesn't, like, it can help, especially on certain units. There's a certain style of units that if they proc like 2 or 3 times on them, it's really, really big. So it's not like Necromancy doesn't have some ability to, you know, RNG save you, but it doesn't, like, save you as much as people think. Because it lowers your reliability so hard in other areas, like you don't have starting NP and all these other things, that it doesn't do half as much as people think. You know, even when it procs 3 times. Although it can be really good if it's on the right, you know, like of a support unit and stuff like that. Okay, do that. Geronimo cleanup. Maybe bring double Billy. Now let's do Salome, and then Billy, and then Mash. Actually, Geronimo, then Mash. There we go. I'll be glad when we can limit break that thing, but we kind of need 1 more copy of it, unless we get like other starting NP stuff. We need to get an event that gives us a typical 50% starting in PCE. That'll help quite a bit. You know, we could give Salome the Anti-Divinity Arjuna Craft Essence when we fight Karna later. And Salome would just do so much damage to him that he would die super
凍てつ
quick.
く冬への覚悟はできた
Catch that right away. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
遊びましょう
Gonna overkill a lot, but MP gain. Kill the back one because he's got attack up.
了解行くよくらえ
Probably should have done the quick card on Salome there. Now that is what I'm talking about.
わかった
We get Salome's NP and we get a little bit for Anastasia. There we go. Oh, it's only 2 waves. 200k Soul Eater. Nice to get the overcharge from Billy, but let's take the Brave Chain.
ちょ
Put that attack up
気
to
持
use.
ちがいいさああなたの首をちょうだい
46.
どう
And then
どう
the dot will take a few times, so it's kind of like 55. Okay. Good.
顔を上げなさい
I think we'll overcharge. Actually, we'll do Anastasia's first because she'll give the defense down to Billy. Even though I kind of wanted Anastasia's overcharge.
はい
Billy's overcharge is more crit down, but because he doesn't have the upgraded NP, the crit down is pretty small.
全てを見抜きな
But
さい
putting the defense down to use is good.
その大いなる力を手向けなさい
19. Boy, that's not
さあ
that
早打ち勝負だ
impressive.
先に抜いて
Especially
も
for a
いいよ
5-star.
僕の方が早いファイヤ
Billy did more and he's neutral. And they're both level 50. Well, there she goes. Ripperoonie.
こういうのは得意でね。そら。オッケー。両いオッケー。
A little pea shooter here.
呪いな。
Oh, Billy animation update, please. No! Man! You know what? We're gonna give that Billy the evade.
キャッチして。
Little bastard.
はい。両行くよ。
Alright, the boss will get evade here, but Billy's got share hit.
ファイヤー。
Don't empty the back, Billy. Okay. Anastasia about to die.
わかった。ええ、
ケット行くよ。
動くな。
This is definitely not going to kill.
さあ、早打ち勝負だ。先に抜いてもいいよ。
Putting two gun users between Anastasia. Yeah, she would not be happy right now. And Billy's specifically the one that shot her in Lost But 1. I love that scene though. Like that kind of humor is like that's people totally do that in those kind of situations too, right? People have like they'll make comments like that, and it definitely fits Anastasia's character. You know, she's sitting there like, I hate guns. You know, she's sitting there dying. It's great. Very when life gets to you there. I've always wanted that to be an emote, an Anastasia emote, like when life gets to you. That fits that moment so well. Oh, here we go. Big boy Geronimo. Buster chain, Buster up, third card bonus, first card Buster bonus. So many things in Geronimo's favor here, Chad. How much will he do? 6,000. Oh boy! I have definitely seen better. I guess in his defense he is level 40, but
お、了解。
Jesus.
行くよ。オッケー。くらえ。呪いな。
寒いわね。暖かい場所はどこか
Billy
しら。
had so many good like lines in Lost Boat 1. It was great. I'm so glad they actually put some effort into his character there because he really did not get a fair shake at literally any other time in the game. Feels bad, Zert. Not sure punching it will have much of an effect, but good luck. Lancer. Probably trash, but it could be a boss. Okay, Billy in the back. Need those coins. This has been a pretty reliable setup right here. Show that car who's boss. Mev. Oh man. What a character. Oh yeah, there's a Fergus boss fight coming up kinda soon, I think. Not sure where that's gonna land on the difficulty.
おいおいおい。この私に命令か？行け。
And Jason's normal card damage leaves a lot to be desired.
畳みかけ。
I want NP gain, but the game is not having it.
この私に命令か？行け。
No! Now you do good damage. I wanted the gain. I was like, even if he crits, it'll probably do like 8k. I don't even know why that did 10k. We high rolling or something.
楽しいでしょ
Oh, this is the final wave already. We can kill it next turn. The question is, can Jason kill it? Should have attacked the 37k one, although I'm kind of interested if I can get Jason to do 37k. What do you think, Chad? Has he got it? I don't think he's got it. I think he'll get close, but... I got the attacker from the extra code, which we normally don't give to him. He's actually pretty good. Damn, he got it. Well, Fishy was correct. How about that? Oh, see, there's actually a chance that Fergus might be the next stage after this. Hey, look, the story supports are level 50, and our level cap is 50 to 55. So, we got that about right. I'm actually using Sanson right now. How did it come to this? Pretty classical background right there. Oh, this story could have been so much better than it was. And we'll like never get American stuff again. And we never even got that much when they made the story because it was all fucking Indian and Celtic for some reason. Can you imagine if they did like Shimosa and they barely added any Japanese servants, right? And Shimosa doesn't have it does not have a single character that's not Japanese in it. Which is fine, right? But like, they don't do that for anyone else. Maybe, well, they kind of for China as well, but every other place, instead of like, they just load it up with other shit that has nothing to do with anything. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, MASH, but I don't know if that really counts. It's all very frustrating. It is weird too, because you always see people defending, like, when they do stupid weird shit, but then they don't say anything when Shimosa happens, and like Lost Belt 3 happens, right? So it's just such bias. Part of why America got scuffed, though, is because it's so old, right? Like, they weren't... America is when they started putting slightly more effort into the story, but only slightly. If they made it now, it probably would be better, but it's kind of too late. And now that they've done it, they're not going to do it again. Like, they've given North America in general, not just the States, but just North America in general, they've given very little attention to. No, that doesn't mean that they can't have other presidents. That's not how Spirit Origins work at all. They've actually already confirmed several presidents, like Lincoln is a servant. That doesn't mean they're ever going to use it. They're just like, I mean, the Wright brothers are confirmed to be servants, but that doesn't mean they're ever going to do anything with it. I might need to have her NP because she's about to die. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the high servants have, you know, elements and like the essence of a bunch of gods and stuff, but those gods still exist and are still, you know, their own thing. I think Japan actually thinks Edison is like what the North American players want. Like, they have... I've seen this. A lot of people go, like, a lot of people have like channels where they like survey a lot of different countries and stuff, and ask them different questions and things. And it's so common when they ask Japanese people about American stuff that their view on America is so warped. Like, they have this ridiculous idea of what Americans are like. And which is funny because Americans, like, the thing in America is how diverse it is and how different states behave very differently and have different cultures. That's like the thing. But they have this idea that everyone's like running around with Go Donald Trump flags and rainbow cheeseburgers and Edison, right? They think everything's like Edison, and it's like that's not even slightly what it's like in the States. Yeah, it's kind of annoying though because FGO kind of plays up some of that. But what are you gonna do? All right, time to Billy NP a writer, I guess. You can probably do 38. At least close to. Wait, y'all have rainbow cheeseburgers? You could be Canada? Yeah, I know. Canada gets it so bad. Not just in FGO, just in everything. No one remembers them. They're always kind of lumped in with everything else. And then like FGO just straight disrespects Canada so much. Like Paul Bunyan's Bond CE just cracks me up. Like who wrote that? Like take a geography class for fuck's sakes. Like it's literally based around the Great Lakes and it's like only one country remains. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's never been true. I honestly can't believe Paul Bunyan's Bond CE is like a thing. Like how like did you take 7 minutes to write that? Is that what happened there? Like that little effort? America's hat, yeah. That is the meme. Politically, Canada and America have had a bit of issues lately, but honestly, I find the people get along just fine. Like culturally, they're so similar. You know, anybody from Canada or America can sit down and talk about pretty much all the same stuff. They have the same interests and all that stuff. Other than maybe like French Canadians, but that's a whole different thing. Yeah, I know a lot of Canadians and we get along just fine. And I see it all the time. You see, Canadians and Americans interact pretty regularly, and they're just like cousins, right? It's like barely any different, really. Just mild stuff here and there. Yeah, I know some French Canadians get along just fine, but there's more of a cultural difference there than with what you would typically see in North America. It's not that they can't get along. I mean, of course they can, but you're going to see less people getting along with that, just like you would from like any cultural two different cultures and whatnot. But there's like generally between Canada and America, there's basically no cultural difference. That's what I'm getting at. I don't actually know what team I just brought, so hopefully it's fine. But I actually kind of like it. I don't like how Canada gets scuffed all the time. I wish that wasn't the case, but I kind of like how we got two countries right next to each other. They're like bros, it's actually pretty handy. If we could just get along on the political, spectrum better, that could be very practical. And actually, South Korea gets along with America quite well. It's just most Americans don't know that. That's actually what's really sad. When you look at like Koreans talk about America, they generally have a way better idea about what the states are like, and they have a lot more camaraderie and like similar interests and stuff. Like seriously, South Korea and America have actually a lot in common. Of course, there's some cultural differences clearly, but on average, they actually would get along, I think, quite well. And most Koreans are aware of that, but most Americans are not. I think they're getting slightly more aware of it, but I found like, especially with like weeb culture, the nerdy side of stuff, video games, all that stuff, stateside, most people are, if they're in the weeby side of things, they're way more interested in Japan, and it's been that way for a long time. It's kind of slowly changing, but I've always been like, Korea really is the one that gets along with the States a lot better. And they just have so much more in common culturally, and like the States have also influenced Korea a lot, and like in a positive way, I would say. And it's just kind of sad. Most people in the States have no idea, and they're too obsessed with katanas. It's slowly starting to change though, mainly just because Korea has started to be a lot more influential on like the entertainment scene with like TV shows and music and that kind of stuff. So it's put more of a spotlight on Korea. So I think people are starting to realize, oh hey, Korea is their own culture and they're different than Japan. Who knew? Do I need to NP here? It's only 10k, but I think I do need to because we got like nothing and we're getting fucked up. Fortunately though, Korea and Japan don't get along particularly well, and that's why Korean stuff is like never in Japanese games. The insanely weird game shows is definitely more of a Japanese thing. A lot of Asian countries do have a friendly relationship with the States, and just North America in general, like, you know, Canada and stuff as well. It's just, you know, culturally they don't always get along or understand each other or even know anything about each other. That's normally what happens, but, you know, Korea is pretty in sync with the States, I would say. I swear though, if Korea was like their main language happened to be English, which obviously would make no sense historically, but like if it just happened to be English, like how in Australia or the UK and stuff, it's English, Korea and the States and, you know, Canada and everything, they'd get along like so well if that was the case. Okay, let's see. Bang 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 time.
決闘了解で見るさあ早打ち勝負だ先に抜いてもいい
Well, you know, South Korea didn't even exist for quite a while. You know, they're a pretty recent country ultimately.
予言するよ
They're actually pretty unique like that. Because obviously, you know, the big split they had. So South Korea is a very unique country on the world stage. There's not much else like them.
何をなさるの
行くよくらえ
I don't know why I did a full brave chain there. Kind of unnecessary. Are we gonna fight Fergus? We're not in the city anymore, so I'm not sure. I know you fight him with the city background, or the town background, I should say. Yeah, this music, dude. It's incredible. I need to play that game again. It's been a long time. That's a very fun game to play with friends. Fibbage. And I remember there's a version of it that, like, you can tailor the questions to the users, so the questions can be about, like, you know, what your favorite food is or stuff like that. That game gets so whack, dude. Yeah, just Fibbage's theme. I think Fibbage 3 specifically. This could be Fergus. It's just Saber. It's one chapter. Or one arrow, which I'm kind of glad about, because we need to get through this piece of shit. Alright, Double Billy. Kid Gill. Mash. And then Miracle Berserker cleanup if things go that badly. What else? Maybe Jason just because of the evade. Okay. Actually, I'll do it that way. Could start with Salome just because of the damage, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's see if Kid Gill can get his NP. She's just gonna do normal card damage. Jason's gonna fucking die. I know, Billy doesn't even get a fame bonus for being in America. What is wrong with them? Like, fucking, like, are you kidding me? Like, Vlad gets a bonus for being in Romania, rightfully so, you know, that's fair. How the hell does Billy not get a bonus? I swear it's because it's like, you know, the timeline and everything is why. It's so stupid. God fucking damn it. Give this man his rifle, dude. 2 waves, 9 enemies. This could be a boss fight. I don't remember fighting these guys before Fergus, but you never know. I'm throwing this out now just cause, not that it's ever gonna fucking work, but... bang, bang, bang. Dude, Billy animation update. I really want that, and I feel like it's more likely to happen than like a Sanson one. Although really, with how bad the animations have been lately, because I think DW is kind of fucked up at the minute, maybe I want that to happen a little later, right? Maybe gonna wait to do Billy's animation update until we've got some resources to burn, and he gets like a Caligula tier 1. You know, if we get a Boudica tier animation update for Billy, I'm not going to be so happy. Although, to be fair, Billy's animation update should be rather easy. You don't need Billy to do backflips or anything crazy. You just need to, like, animate his hand, and then you need to make good sound effects for the gun. Just shoot the thing, right? You don't have to do, you know, gun fu here. Yeah, these last few servants have had really phoned in animations, so, yeah, I don't really want them to add any of my favorites right now. I'm like, I can wait a minute. Put that off until, a later date. Like, I don't want Green Knight to get mad at when he's phoned in, right? Like, none of that. Or, you know, Henry V. Oh, man, Henry V would be so cool in FGO, dude. Do, like, a whole, like, 100 Years War Singularity. Bro! Like, that's such a good idea! 100 Years War Singularity. There's so many, like, big figures in history there. You can have so much fun with that. That would make an awesome setting for a story, dude. That would be so good. Never gonna happen because they don't do fun things like that. But, god damn, would that be cool. I could have, Kid Gill NP here, but I think we're fine. Damage. Now you could have Henry V meet Joan of Arc. That'd be such a trip. The 100 Years War is one of my favorite bits of history. Like I took a year and pretty much just researched the hell out of it, and like I looked up a lot of raw data, like journals and, you know, letters that could be found, and I did look at, you know, what historians had to say about stuff and like their ideas, and looked at a lot of documentaries, looked at a lot of books. That was awesome. I had such a good time researching that. 3 Billies, yeah. All right, time to do some serious damage. No point in overcharging Billy, really. Yeah, we need like some... Here we go, Donkey Kong music. That's what we need. Pirate Billy. Give him an eye patch. Actually, I could see Billy fitting in with some of the pirates in this game. And, you know, cowboys and pirates have some things in common, so because of the pirate, obviously. Why would 1 Billy not be level 50? The level cap is 50 right now. Wow, we fucked them up a good bit there, or fucked him up. Oh, this is a good song, dude. I mean, Billy's ultimately like a vigilante, so... He wouldn't actually be on board, though, with, like, really fucked up pirates. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. I guess Archain might actually get our NP here. Try to keep Middle Billy alive, just out of principle. It's 10 levels every single day at EVP. Fergus has a couple of attack buffs. Actually, I guess the odds of that landing were pretty minimal there. Damn, I guess we're just gonna Brave Chain. I wanted NP under the bellies, but it's not happening. And his NP is about to come up, so we need to just kill him the old-fashioned way. I think we're about to get bulged. And that's a drill. Oh shit, never mind. Calculated. Easy peasy. Sorry, Fergus. Even if he evaded, we have sure hit. So, Fergus is definitely a strength build. He did not level Dex. Like that man absolutely did not level Dex. He's not a casual. What's the stat in Bloodborne that's for gadgets? Is it arcane or something? But I know there's a stat in Bloodborne that's for like, you know, guns and shit. Which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. So that would be belly, whatever that is. Man of culture. That man is all muscle, yeah. Arcane. It's so weird. You level arcane and your gun's better. It's like, alright. Sure. Oh, it's blood tinge. What the fuck is, what, Blood tinge for gadgets. That makes so much sense. Yeah, I guess, are there guns like blood powered? I don't know, like what? I'm gonna have to play that game someday. That's gonna be an experience. All right, I think we'll wrap up there, boys. I'm just exhausted today. Do we play Dark Souls today? I want to play Dark Souls today, but I'm pretty pooped. So maybe I take a quick break, get some food, and I'll relax a bit. Well, yeah, probably like 10 minutes. We can sneak in a little bit of Dark Souls, but that is enough of America today. Although, hold on, chat. We have some Gasha to roll. Excuse me. We got ourselves 30 SQ. Let's see what we get here. K-scope? Huh? K-scope? Okay, that's good. It's not K-scope, but that's actually really helpful. That's not so helpful. Okay, Boudica. So all we can use here is the CEs in Boudica. I mean, we need those CEs eventually, so... But there's definitely better stuff out there. Boudica's NP4. Let's check FP real quick. Oh, we have quite a bit actually. I'll just do one for now. We'll deal with FP later. That's actually a lot of summons. Oh, hi Chendong. How I wish we could use you. Life would be so much easier. Look at this man. Black Bart. I think we already have him in P5. Alright, lads. I'm gonna take a quick break. And I'll be back with some Dark Souls. We'll do a little bit of PvP. Yeah, I'm in the mood for some Dark Souls PvP. So I'll get some food and I'll be back in like 10 minutes. But for my FGO crowd, thank you for hanging out. We'll probably do more of this tomorrow because Case Files is, you know, not much going on for a few more days. So we get America done in the meantime, and then just pretend Camelot doesn't exist, and you know, guys, we won the playthrough, right? You beat America, and you won. There you go. But all right, lads. For my Dark Souls crew, I'll be back in like 10 minutes, and for everyone else, I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Good music though.